Hi, welcome to SRD. I'm Scott.
And I'm Ryan.
And today, we're just going to sit down and we're just going to kind of talk about the channel today. Just a really quick, brief video to kind of give everyone an update of what's going on out there.
Yeah, some of you may have noticed that a lot of the times it's me and Scott recording, or Scott and a few other people recording. So when we initially created the channel, we wanted to have pull from our entire group, our entire gaming group. Unfortunately, with life and things that have gone on, not everybody's been available 24/7. So understand that people are still doing stuff behind the scenes. They may not be on the camera. We also have some that don't exactly care to be on the camera. They're just a little camera shy.
Right.
But we're still pulling from that knowledge, and we're getting to where we need to be. Turns out creating a YouTube channel is harder than what it seems.
Dude, yeah. So for any of you that are out there kind of curious about it, if you want to do it, go for it. That's awesome. But I will say that it is absolutely way more work than we initially planned, but it's a lot of fun too. And that's, this is our second month, some change. And so far we've got a little bit over 300 subscribers, which is really kick-ass for a new channel like ours. We've got almost 500 followers on Twitter, which is really cool. The Facebook, hasn't really kicked off too much, but I'm not really a huge Facebook guy anyway. But
I think a lot of people are shying away from it anyway with the recent.
Maybe. But yeah, we just want to let you guys know that, we're here. We're still doing stuff. We want to apologize for last week. I know that we had some stuff that was scheduled. Our second episode of We Wednesdays was supposed to come out last Wednesday. And we're also going to have our video for Encore, our new RPG that we reviewed this month. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you want to look at it, several of us are in the military. And we were away at training. And that's going to happen if you stick around with us for a long time. You're going to see that summertime is going to get kind of crappy because we go away. And so, we try to pre-film as much as we can. We actually hit one of our first glitches about 3 weeks ago when we lost a whole day's worth of footage. Which was
about six episodes. Gone.
Yep.
We still have the footage. It just was completely unusable.
Yeah, we were all ghosty.
Yep.
Something to do with the light and the blending. And so, we're not going to put out crappy content just to have content out there. We're going to do the best we can to give you the best quality that we can give. Ryan, he's the editor here, and he's not going to let us put out junk. So
I'm pretty rough on him. It's, if I find too many things, it's like, we've got to redo that episode, guys. Yeah. So, and it's happened before, and I'm sure it'll happen again.
Yeah. Over the last couple of months, though, we've had some great interviews with some folks. Ivan came on the show, and, I don't know what happened. He hasn't gotten no one's seen his video yet. So if you haven't seen Ivan's video yet, if you don't know who Ivan Van Norman is, but you're a huge D&D fan, understand that, he co-wrote much of Stream of Many Eyes, which was a huge thing this spring, I guess is when it was. Yeah. It's huge for Wizards. So give the man his due. Check out his video. Look him up. He's got his own games, his own writing. We've had other folks that have come on the show. And
we've had a couple GMs. We've had people with, con experience, online GMing experience. What else did we have? Writers talking about creating systems, creating stories.
Successful Kickstarters for those of you that are wanting to do your own thing. So keep that in mind. This channel isn't going to be, you will never see us focus on one particular game. That's not our shtick. We're not a D&D channel. We're not an Outbreak Undead channel. We're not a Pathfinder channel. We are a channel that's devoted to all of gaming. And when we say that on the show, we mean it. Like we cover GM topics as a total. Now I know that we do have some Pathfinder playtest stuff coming up. But we're going to treat it just like we do any of our other games. We want to get the smaller folks out there. There's tons of good games out there, and that's what we talk about all the time on this channel. Is that there are games out there that are cool as hell. Depending on when this gets released, our next review is Encore, which honestly reminded me a hell of a lot of Stargate. And I was like, oh man, I could play Stargate in a game, and it
reminded me of the Doctor Who episode where they had the mummies in the pyramid.
I don't like Doctor Who.
Whoa, no.
I don't get it, man. And I like sci-fi, and I never got it. I've tried watching, and the Whovians, right? They'll be like, oh man, we just got to watch the right Doctor Who. It's, no. Anyway.
So coming up next week, Doctor Who versus Lord of the Rings, evidently.
No, that's all right. But if you want to do Doctor Who versus Battlestar Galactica,
all right, we can do that.
Firefly,
we could do that.
Happen, good writing versus.
I like Firefly too much to be able to put it up against Doctor Who. I couldn't do it.
Fair. So we do have some giveaways that we're going to be doing here pretty shortly. You want to go ahead and talk about that?
Yeah, so one of the ways we're looking at doing it is hiding a little dice symbol, which you should be able to see right up here right now.
He does his job.
We're going to hide that in our videos so that you have to look for them and find them. And then we'll have you comment down in the comments section with the time that you found it and a question or a comment on what the video's content was. Yeah. And we will basically take all those people that have found the dice and given us constructive comments on there, and we'll put them in a pool and we'll do a drawing for some stuff.
Yep, that's right. Right now what we've got is we have a full Starfinder bundle, starter bundle. So we have the Player's Handbook, which it's Starfinder, so it's all in one book. Mm-hmm. But it's got the Alien Archive, got a GM screen with it, and the first adventure, I don't want to say Dark Sun, because that's not the right word, but it's the Something Sun. So if that's something game that you're into, but that cost point is kind of a little bit too high, because it is, when you're looking at a new
Even
game.
If you've never heard of it and you want to try something out, we've got books on the shelf.
It's a sick game.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. If you've ever wanted to play Pathfinder in space or D&D in space or really good sci-fi fantasy genre, this has the rules for you, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. I absolutely love it. So that's going to be our first big giveaway, so make sure that you look for those.
Yep.
We got anything else?
Well, I just want to thank everybody for liking, subscribing, commenting. Yep. It really helps. Even if you don't subscribe, the comments, it really helps us see what we're doing and know where we need to direct our attention to.
Yeah, and it's a driving factor, man. Like, there's nothing better than waking up the next day and seeing, we put out a video a week or so ago, and there'll be a new comment on there. And I love getting in those comments, and you'll notice if you look at our comment sections in our videos, they're always answered, unless it's by somebody we know, because then we'll just talk or give them crap. But I love that interaction. We've got our Discord channel that some folks have gotten into. We got one guy in there. He's awesome. He's always coming up and asking questions, and that's what we're doing this for. We want to help the community, because it doesn't matter. You may have listened to this channel or to this channel, but those are just some people too, and we're just other people, and we're going to have different opinions than them. Yep. And the best way for you to be a better GM is to gather as much of those opinions and facts as you can from different sources, and then make a decision for yourself.
Yep.
So that's what we like to do here. We like to gather as much as we can and present it to you, and hope that you like it.
So with that being said, head down to the underbits there and let us know what type of content you want to see.
Yep.
What are you worried about metagaming? Are you worried about dealing with players? Do you want to see more about building worlds? Do you want to see more about running games and rules and stuff like that? Anything you want, let us know, and we'll make an attempt to get that video out and get it shot for you.
Yeah, we like experimenting with different formats. If you've noticed, we've got the We Wednesdays that's coming out for the kids and the moms, and then we have our interview format, we have a review format. The Cthulhu versus D&D was its own mini format. I think we're going to do some of those again. We did get some feedback about it was more opinion based and more of our own ideas versus an actual factual versus system. And so maybe we'll try that and see how that goes. I think it was pretty well received. We got a lot of likes.
I loved editing it. Being able to learn that, and with editing, learning new stuff is what drives me. Yeah. I love that little Street Fighter intro I was able to come up with, and that's probably my first actual VFX that's not just pulling the green screen out. That was true VFX stuff that I was able to do. So, but give us some ideas what you want to see. Hit that like and subscribe button if you can. Follow us on the Twitters.
We're going to be at Gen Con this year, so in about 2 weeks, we're going to be there on Thursday, maybe Friday, Thursday for sure. One of our MU Skulls guys, they weren't able to do their game, so they went ahead and passed the torch to me, so I'll be running a game there on Thursday morning. I sent out the invite, but unfortunately, with most of our MU Skulls games, they're sold out. There's usually a waiting list already, but we will be there. If you're a GM and you happen to see us, we want to interview there at Gen Con. That's part of the reason why we're going, is to talk to other GMs, to talk to some of these smaller writers, the smaller not producers, but...
Because you met Ivan at Gen Con.
I did.
And that was, my introduction was through Scott, whose introduction was literally walking around the show floor at Gen Con and him begging someone to buy his book. So we want to capture those interactions with people and get that aspect of Gen Con, because it's not all just playing games and playing cards and all this other stuff. There's a lot more that goes on Gen Con than what people think.
These content producers writers, they do a lot of work that's behind the scenes before you see that Kickstarter or before you see it being sold as final product. And I think they need their due, right? Someone needs to tell their story, and I'm sure there's some other folks that are doing that, but someone needs to really highlight the fact that it takes a lot of work to be in this business. And there's a lot of folks out there that I know are interested in it. They want to know, well, how do I meet these people? How do I get involved in this industry? And we've said it, I know you've heard at least 2, maybe 3 times at this point from some folks in the industry in our interviews. You have to get out and network. You get out to these conventions, you shake hands, you beg people to try out your game, to play your game, to come to the demos. You just have to make those contacts. And so we're going to cover some of that, and I think that'd be kind of cool to check out if that's your thing. Other than that, we're going to cut this video and we're going to go shoot some more videos for further content because we're not going anywhere.
Nope, we may be slow, but we'll still be here.
Yep, absolutely. We'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye.